What up, though, homies and homettes? It's your homeboy Grand Tizzle, and we are back. Welcome back to a new exciting tutorial. Something that's going to dig you deeper, help you to go deeper into more different variety styles of flyers and things like that. This will help you to be able to maintain a variety. It's going to help you to stay ahead of the game, ahead of the competition, because you're going to have more than one style, more than one particular style. So this is just another tutorial that can add variety to your arsenal, to your backpack of tutorials and lessons. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and immediately get started. This is a image that I pulled up. You should have access to this image as well. It's just a city background, and this is going to be the theme. The theme is going to kind of be like a monochromatic theme, and it's going to still stay in the realm of grunginess and urban vibe. So we're going to pay attention to textures and the way textures grunginess and how it kind of give it a certain type of feel. It's going to give it a dark, gritty feel, and not saying that you're going to attract that type of audience, but sometimes it takes for sometimes those type of those type of flyers, hold their purpose. For example, old urban country western something, but you see what I'm talking about. So make sure y'all stay tuned, pay attention, and let's get down to the nitty gritty. So the first thing I'm going to do here is as you see, I already chopped out the city. I'm going to make a duplicate of this because I'm going to toy around with some concepts and some colors. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go to my adjustments, saturate, desaturate, and colorize. And we're going to maybe saturate that a little bit and kind of maybe adjust this to give it like a little brown, right? Then we got the under layer, and I'm thinking, let's see what colors we got here. I don't want none of the blues, but the red might be okay. So I think what I might do here is actually fade, brush a little bit of that so I can kind of get some of that red back. We'll use maybe smoky cloud like, and not draw a lot of that back, you know what I mean? Oh dang, it erased the whole thing. Sorry about that. Let me back that up. Here, I'll Control Z. Okay. All right, I didn't want to do the whole thing. Let me shrink this thing down so I can see the size of the brush. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So that's all I wanted. Just a little bit of the color back. Okay. All right, and then everything else is irrelevant because we're gonna, kind of put fonts and things like that to it. Let me go ahead and place another thing in the background, and I think what we can do is maybe I need like a filthy cloud. Let's see, ground images. I need some sky cloud images. Here we go. And I need something a little busy, so maybe this. And let's stretch it out. And pull it behind. And I'm going to change this. Here, let's rasterize that. And let's change that. Give it a colorize it. Desaturate it for show. Lighten it even. And I guess that's it for that. And let's kind of erase a lot of things so we can kind of have a natural clean blend. Like, go on and stretch that out. It don't matter how we stretch it or whatever. And then we'll do the same thing with these. I'm gonna hold Control and merge those two, and then we can go in there and kind of just erase and kind of just knock off the edge. We don't have to, but I'm just gonna knock off the edges here. All right, and then we're gonna do that. Okay, and let's just maybe paint our background kind of like, I don't know, coffee, charcoal gray. Okay. All right, and let's go ahead and put a little something in there. Let's place some type of character. See if we can. Oh, look, a re. Okay, let's see. I kind of like this here. It's a good image here. And the image kind of just vibing a little bit with kind of like the flow of this type of style. And let's go ahead and rasterize this. Okay. All right. No edges. Never want to see an edge, right? Because it really does not matter. Like once you know what I mean, once you hit that, it really don't matter, you know, how the image look. Now, I really don't want to colorize it, but I don't want to take too much color from her, but I really don't want her popping, you know what I mean? But we desaturate her, and we desaturate the buildings a little bit too. Or let's see, maybe kind of like, let's kind of like fade it a little bit. And we kind of just working with all background material right now. What other elements can we put in here? Let's kind of put some other really busier elements in here. So let's go to something like ground images. No, rubble. I know I got some rubble images. Let's see, brushes, animal, banding. Okay, there we go, rubble. And let's kind of enlarge these here. Okay, and which was that? Okay, good. And I'm gonna use this quick select here. We're going ahead and quick select that. And we don't even have to get into detail about, we know we gotta rasterize it. Hit the delete, deselect. I'm gonna give this a tone here. So we'll adjust the levels, kind of darken that. Because we really kind of just really want it to be kind of busy and really not really known. Like what really is that? Right? And then again, knock off the edges like so. And bring it down. Okay. So we got a little pile of something, right? Let's shrink it a little bit more so it can kind of be indistinctive. Right? Or we're gonna do something kind of specific with that. And also with the city, I kind of want to be like kind of busy. All right, and then let's kind of just colorize this here. Let's give that saturation, and we'll make it a color, and then we'll kind of really take the saturation out, take the lightness out of it there. And then we'll add some other elements to that so that they can kind of just fade off into the distance like. And we can take this, have another version, let's flip it horizontal and bring it over here, and let's shrink that. All right, and what is it? You know, what exactly is this? Junk. It's just junk. Just junk. Why junk? Because it's the vibe of the flyer. You know, it's the vibe of the flyer. You know. Let me undo that real quick. Step backwards. We just really only want certain areas of that dark like that. So let me kind of just do it like that. All right, and we got a little something happening here. A little something. Now, if I had my Topaz Lab in here, I would actually let me see what Oreo would do for me. So I want little effect on this possible. Now, what I like about Topaz is that you know, I can really, you know, break that stuff down really good. But you know, this is the best I can get for now. Okay, that's okay. And then you know, traditionally I would go in there and smooth this stuff out. Strength is too strong. I would just go in there and I'm not going to put a lot of emphasis on, you know what I'm saying, cleaning things up. It just knocks some of the dirt off, and it kind of almost repainter, you know what I mean? Whatever, like a better word. That's what it just does, so that's what I'm doing. All right, that's good enough. All right, so let me just make sure I got all my elements in there. Let me put some other really organic things in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for something that can kind of work here. This may work. Kind of want something really busy. Let me shrink it down, see what I'm working with. Got some splashes, okay. And let me go behind it, make a layer, and see if I can get, yeah, there we go. Right. All right, and then maybe something else. I don't know what that is, but look interesting. All right, nothing. Matter of fact, let me undo. Kind of want some industrial technology type of thing going on, or actually maybe even some of this here. Just kind of need some, you know, something organic popping up out there, you know. Okay, that's good. And let me add some other industrial type of grunginess. So what I'm looking for is an industrial grunginess. I said that. Okay, we'll say it again. So this may be good. Yeah. And if you can see it, it's even better. Right. You see it? See how you can see it? You can really see it over there. Perfect. Because it can't have any true meaning. It really just got to have some elements. We need some other digital. It'd be nice if I had some digital elements here, which I may not have, and I may actually have to go do some research to find it. But I'll work with whatever I have here. Right, so it looked like I don't have any, because I need some digital glass. I want to take you on a journey with me real quick, and I'm going to show you how I do research for brushes. In case you may need to, dig in the waters to find. So we're going to look up Brusheezy, and I'm going to go. The Brusheezy is way different than it used to be. They make you pay now. You know, it's just different. But anyway, I'm going to type in glass or shards, because they be having like these certain type of digital. They be kind of like this here. So let me look up. Okay, here's broken. Let's see what broken got. Cracked grunge packs. It be more or less like it don't be broken glass. It be and see that premium now. See, they try to make you pay for this stuff. It was all free when I first was getting them. Textured grunge, damage, broke, crack, explosion, digital explosion. It's kind of like data explosion. Because it's not actually glass. It's kind of like this, what I'm looking for. But anyway, you get the picture. Let me see. Alright, so I'm not going to keep you up because this is a tutorial not of searching but of training. So what I'll do is I'll pause for a second, look for what I'm looking for, and then I'll double back, okay? Give me a second. So I'm back pretty soon, and the word I was looking for was dispersion. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to hit the free download. They're going to charge me 1 second. And I was downloading. I guess I can just show you the process of how I, get it from download into my system. So I open the folder, and I see here we have, I guess I gotta right click it to unzip it. So I say extract here, and then they give me this folder, and now I have to take these brushes here and copy them and go over to Adobe. Now there's actually more than one way to put these brushes inside of Photoshop and things like that. Look, 16. Iron Man. Oh, these are where my brushes are. I already got the brushes. They're just not showing up in here. Okay, maybe, let's see. Okay, we got the brush. Let me see if I can't pull it up. Oh, is this it here? What is this? Some clouds. I don't know. All right. All right, so let's see if those explosions just loaded up. All right, it said that this was an explosion, but I don't see it as such. Let's see, let's shrink it down. And let's see. Nope, look like something else. All right, no problem. Let me attempt to load up again the new brushes. Wait, here's technology. Let me see what technology does. I'm gonna pin that. All right, nope, not my type of technology. Okay, give me a second, fam. All right, I just loaded that boy in there. And so now we have it. And now we can kind of see which one we're gonna work with. So this one looks like it's going up. So I'll select that, shrink it down. Right, see, so you see the charts here. Right, now that's what I was looking for. All right, and then let's kind of mix it up and kind of give it some different textures or whatever. All right. Maybe better yet, even right. So I kind of want to make it 3D. Okay, good. All right, now we're back in business. So anyway, that was important for you, so you can kind of see, you know, how you can get your brush game on. I'll load up some more and and just provide it for you. No, there's no problem to me. All right, so I just want to make sure that I got all the elements before I actually start doing the fonts and the text, because you want to spend roughly 20 to 30 minutes doing the background, and then the rest is your font game. You know what I mean? So that's in the background. Let's go ahead and just start layering up, top layer, and then start putting in our text. So we'll start off with let's say maybe a club logo right here. Club logo. And we'll back it up with a little black sign here. Yeah. A little layer here. And we'll adjust it. So I'll start complaining about where it's at. It is what it is. Hit that club. Maybe we can change the font to a more fun logo. So let's see. Maybe that. Shrink it down. I have the top is the same size as the bottom. And then we'll marry those two together. Let's get our little thing going on here. And slide that like so. And then we got a little logo area. And don't worry about the size, you can adjust it accordingly. I'll start tripping on it. There we go. Boom. All right. And got that. Do something like that. I'll stop here for, you know. Let's put everything back to normal so we can know what needs to be adjusted. Let's shrink the whole thing down. And then let's kind of start smoothing some things out there. Okay, and you know, that don't have to be that font. That could be a simpler font, yeah. Something kind of incognito. Raise that up a little bit, and you can put something. B&B Worldwide Productions presents. It's always some B&B Worldwide Productions presenting something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be B&B Worldwide. Everybody is B&B Worldwide. Okay. No, I don't like those fonts. The B's look upside down, so let's figure that out. We want some simplified but readable fonts. So let's try something like that. Now, you know, let's go to okay. We want something like the Beavis New, right? Beavis No. I'm just gonna call it Beavis No. I'm not doing all that other stuff because I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I really don't want to sound stupid. So I'm just gonna call that the Beavis No font. So let's go to the infamous, well-used Beavis No. Let's stretch it across the board, all right? And let's make a copy of that so we ain't got to retype nothing. Just move it down, kind of move it over a little, and maybe we'll say something like tickets, you know. Tickets. I did not spell that right. Tickets is 75, you know. Dress code. Shorts. You know what I mean? Like, who cares, right? And let's kind of take this, kind of maybe fade that a little bit so we can kind of have some writing space. Let's take all this other fun stuff I got going on here and kind of just push this down a little. Good thing, and kind of move it down. You can move the city back up though. All right. And maybe you know, maybe for the sake of good you know, good faith or whatever, let's shrink this down here to see where we at. Where are you? Oh, okay. Let's kind of just fade that a little bit. All right. And so far so good. Let's put a cool little theme font on there. So we'll say something like you know, the 25th of May. But we'll kind of use like a theme font. So what's a theme font? A theme font is kind of like the overall theme look. So the direction we'll go And I'm gonna show you somewhere. We're gonna take a visit there real quick. And this is where you get those funky fun fonts. Not that one, stupid mouse. That's like a theme font. That means that, you know, the primary look of the template is going to be based off that theme or that theme font. All right, so I don't have a lot of theme fonts here. A lot of these are not theme fonts. I'm going to show you where you can get. Here's a theme font. That's like considered a theme font. They really stand out. They're very unique, and they don't look like nothing else. That's a theme font. That's a theme font. But those are not the theme fonts that I'm looking for. This is a theme font. It's ugly, but it is a theme font. All right, so let me, okay, that's a decent theme font. Let's see if we can actually work with this here. So let's see here. I don't think I might work with that, but you know, she there, so let's see. No, I'm not really liking that. Sometimes you can make a theme font by kind of just squishing and shrinking words and things like that, you know, and skewing it and things like that. You can kind of make a theme font. But let me show you something real quick. Let's go over to the font. The font is my go-to place. As you can see here, as you can see here, these are theme fonts. Look at that. I like that just instantly. Theme fonts is like fonts that they're almost like the art itself, you know. So what I'm looking for is kind of I don't really want to say sci-fi. Not modern gothic. No, not gothic. Old school. Barcode sport. Logos. No. Comic groovy, old school, decorative. No. Maybe groovy. Fire Ice, retro, maybe retro. So we got American Captain. All right, so excuse me, I'm going to pause this for a second, do a little bit of digging, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, I found one that I would like to work with, and that's going to be the Planet Cosmos. And since I already squished that, I'm gonna start over here, and I'm gonna do a delete this here. Let's start working with this one. First of all, adjust that. We can adjust the size here. And we'll put that to auto and shrink that up. You know, they gotta be shrunk up here. All right, and may have to do some, you know, some sliding here. Oh, actually, yeah, what we can do is didn't mean to do that. Just want to shrink it. So let's put her there, and shrink down these text here. And then, you know, put this one in this place. Slide this one down. Right? And this just give it, you know, it gives, it gives the, you know, it gives the flyer variety. Oh, that's interesting. You know, it look expensive, you know, like you spent a lot of money on promotion, or it really looks like, let's adjust the opacity of that there. It really, matter of fact here. Got a little orange going on there. But it looked like, you know, somebody invested some fair change into it, you know. Let's make a layer, and we'll make it the same colors as font. Maybe a little lighter, no, darker. And let's kind of pop some color in there. We'll deselect that, and we'll shoot it up here and kind of give it its own little border to do something, border to say something. Skew it. Something like so. And shrink it, you know. And maybe stretch it. Shrink this down. And you know, we kind of just putting a little something in there. Let's actually keep that, and we'll say black and brown, and then we'll make this section white. And then we're just going to take this part and kind of just back it up. And we got this little, this is kind of this little theme going on. It's a certain type of look, you know, a little busy little vibe there. Probably put the DJ, my boy DJ Flex. DJ Flex here. And we use that cool heavy font Nexa. I like Nexa. You for the most part, you're going to be maintaining pretty much the same thing throughout. You're going to be using a lot of the same text, so you might as well get familiar with it, especially for certain types of things. Let's see what Timeline does. No, that's not doing it. Let's see what Ultra does. Ultra is kind of nice here. But you want to display certain people's names under certain text so that it feels a certain type of way. you know, it feels more valuable. You know, the spacing and things like that. You know, text talk to people the same way language does. You know, so it's important to use the the right type of text for certain things. You know, for a certain type of persona or vibe to come across. And I'm going to be putting a lot of emphasis on text. A lot. I'll put a lot of emphasis on the choice of your text. You always want to use certain ones that's going to, you know, come across properly. I'm going to say Detroit. Matter of fact, here, let's do this. Pop it like that. We'll change this to when we change this one, we really want to stick to the I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna explain something to you. You got serif letters, and then you got you know, the standards, the non-serif. The serif is always going to have, you see these little ends, the little pop, that's a serif. And in good practice, you never really want to blend serif fonts with non-serif fonts inside of the same page. Is very rare. You really have to know what you're doing to be able to pull that off. You really have to know what you're doing. So I got a lot of fonts. But yeah, as a rule, you would always want to use serif with serif, and you want to use non-serif with non-serif. That's why you don't see, you know, because you lose a thing when you do that. You know, you lose the hypnotism or the strength of the words on the page. You lose it. You know, it looks very amateur, and the words is just not coming across cohesive. All right, so let's bring this up. Yeah, we just roll that, and we turn them both up a little. All right, get your black from Detroit. And again, you can use all these as placeholders. And I'm going to skew these like so, and we'll shrink them, but blow them up. Okay. All right, and oh, excuse me. I mean, who does that in the tutorial? Not me. All right, let's kind of take another layer of this and kind of move this down here. We got a job for that. Let's make that white. We got a job for you down here. We're going to say, there's going to be some extra, information. I'm going to say, opens 11 p.m. And let's make the bottom bigger to kind of match the width of the top. And you know, when you do that, you gotta separate them. So you do it like so, and let's blow them both up. Oh no! Sorry. Let's take and select all and blow them both up, because what happens is right. Let's try that again. Blow that up by itself. Move it down. No. Move it down. There we go. And I blew it up wrong. I blued it up wrong. Blued it up. Yeah, blued it. Just like the girls got flued out. I blued it up wrong. Okay. So opens at 11, and then we'll say dance competition again. You know, Sierra like to dance. All right, and then we'll change the font size of that font to give it some variety, right? To give it some some movement. But let's do this. Let's so we won't have to look for this font. Let's copy that, paste it, right? And then oops, no. I'm trying to do it. Here. Let's copy this, right? This is going to be a shortcut so that we won't have to go all over the place looking for that particular font. You see how that works? And let's type dance. Right, DANCE, and then the bottom is going to be competition, and again we use the same method, shrink it down. So you're going to notice that that method is used a lot. That way you can have variety, but it's still all cohesive. You see, it's still all in context. Right, and then when you want to shrink it or whatever the case may be, you shrink the whole package. You see, so now we have variety here, and you want to add even more variety. You can change the color of the font. So let's let's change that to some color in here somewhere. Excellent. And you want to go a step further, just go over here and pop a stroke over it. And I don't know. Yeah, that's good. All keeping within the theme of the drama and the madness. Okay, so we got it almost filled up. Session time is almost done. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to select that, pull it down here. Let me pull this up so you can see. And we're going to use this as the theme text. So let's go ahead and kind of lighten that up so we can see what we're working with. We'll change the fonts later. Pull it to the top and kind of blow it up a little bit. Give it a name, which would be, something like Kelly Brook. All right, I don't know why it popped like that, but it did. So let's get it together there. As a matter of fact, here, let's take this Brook part, cut that, give it his own space. So we'll do Kelly like so. And Just apply that. Make her like a light beige. And then we'll go ahead and paste Brooke on her separate. Something like so. I think we should dirty this up a little bit. So I'm gonna select it. I hold Control, hit click, and go to a higher level, and kind of just find some. See if I can find some paint brushes. And just going in. Just dirty things up a little bit. Not too much, but. Let's see, maybe we'll pick a color and then a variation of it. Something like that. And same thing with Kelly. We get a higher level and excuse me, y'all. You know, this mic and preamp just sounds so louder. Sometimes I get a little self-conscious, man. You know what I mean? It just be too loud. Sound all crispy like a DJ. All right, and maybe use a little bit of white inside of there. Just so I have a little variety. Okay, that's cool. And we're going to, let me see. Let me get back on this. All right, and I'll probably put some other supplemental information here. Let's deselect that. Kind of just select that and some other little information we could put there. Squeeze it in there. Say something like you know, just change it up, something. Maybe like okay. This is in the way. I'm really just trying to get to this text here. What if I that's not doing it? What if I double click that? Okay, good. So music video music video, you know, contests, tryouts, you know, to each his own. And that'll be that for that. And maybe you can take something over here and pop it over there. Let's change the color there to a color you can see actually. And let's say girls and free. You know, just a little something. But that's what's, cool about a layout like this. You can kind of, once you get the fonts going on, man, just kind of pick them. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that away. Actually, I just meant to copy that. Let me see, step backwards. Copy that and slide it down. No, not that, not that. This. But once you get your little thing going, you can kind of pick the same fonts and kind of work with that. That way you stick you're sticking really close to the theme, the original theme, All right, so we can put anything there, honestly. Wings, drinks. We don't have to put tickets on free parking. Kind of something like that. Dancing. Dress code shorts. All right. And then we can take it a step further. Dang, it keep deleting. My mouse is doing what it want to do. Really got to get a new mouse. Okay, and we can shrink this one down even smaller, because this is our supplementary information. Let's swing it over there and load it up, And then the website, www.todaysbeats.com, email address, todaysbeat@gmail. And, you can put the phone number if you want or whatever, But, I'll leave it like this. Got it pretty full. Gotta go over here, let's see, pick up QR code. So let's just go and do that. And pick up one, just copy, paste here. And let me see what else we got here. That's about it. Kind of looking for decent places to put spaces, Let's make another copy of this dance here and put some other information that we can kind of squeeze in there. Maybe, free drinks. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want free lap dances? Everybody want free lap dances. I don't know nobody that don't want no free lap dance. All right, and we take this Maybe pop this back a little. Yeah, something like that. And then kind of just a little bit more of something happening. Maybe back here. Add a little bit of just a little extra color or something. Pick like an orange, and maybe I'll pick some smoke or fire. Let me try some fog first. We got fog. Let me see some textured fog right here. We'll use that. I'll shrink it down so we can see what the fog I'm working with. See what the fog I'm working with. All right, that's a little weird. Try this again. Another layer. Brush. Oh. Let me get some fog. Okay. I'm not seeing it. All right, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I should be seeing my brush. But anyway, we'll work with what we got. Let me pick maybe another one. Let's see. Let's try fire here. Okay. Cool. All right, I preferred, fog though. Let me see what's happening with this fog anyway. Nothing? There you go. Okay. I think we are actually kind of good here. We can throw some, some little logos down there if we want. I guess that pretty much actually wraps it for this. So let me put the final touches on it, but you know what that's going to be. We pop up there, and we go down here to linear dodge, and we do our little fun little explosions. So we're going to start you off with this here. Add the wonderful glows. Pop, pop, pop. Come on. All right. And then maybe even a little something right there. Maybe something right there. All right. And go ahead and build on that. So we'll shrink it. It's good there. Good. And then for the lighter colors, we'll actually use a sparkle. So we'll go here, shrink that. And then we'll pull up another type of brush, and we'll get one of those ones that can kind of go across the, the ground here. Wonderful. Maybe one right here. Awesome. All right, I think that would be it for this this tutorial here. This is an hour session, and just another approach, a different variety, a different direction. Let me do one more thing before we wrap up out of here, man. Since we all done and everything, y'all tripping. Let me get some more. I want to get some dispersion, but I'm gonna do some other textures or other colors. So let me get this disperse, and we'll shrink, and let's see here, do another layer, and really I want to just something like that, like light, you know what I mean? So when you come in there, yeah, there we go. It's nice. So the dispersion really gonna, and then and one more thing, what we can do too to add to this, to really make it organic. Let's make some of those dispersed particles glow. And watch what happens, and watch how you feel. Watch how you feel. So we'll go to darker, and then we'll do a linear, and there you go. Yeah, see, some light, some you can't really put your finger on, but you're like, are those things actually glowing? So it kind of come off like glitter, you know? Get a lighter one, so one of them kind of really pops. No, we weren't supposed to do that. But something like that. And we'll go over here. Some is some bright, some dark, like that. And that. And you know, the more time you put into it, you know what I mean, you know, it's really gonna come out nice. It's beautiful. Okay, it's nice, really nice. So it really works out here. Works out good. All right, y'all. That wraps it up for this particular tutorial. For this particular tutorial, you can always go in there and add a few other things. You know what I mean? You don't have to stop where I'm at. But you know, the way I see it, you know, if I'm getting paid $60 to do, you know, or $40, I don't really want to go longer than an hour. You know what I mean? So, you know, this session run an hour. They usually run 45 minutes to an hour. Unless you're charging $65, you really don't want to go more than an hour. But you can always just, you know, go in here and add a little something extra, you know, some drop shadows. You know, if you know, it depends on what you want. You know, it all depends. You know, it always adds a little something extra, but you know, it's not necessary. Let's copy this here and put it on Kali. Just paste that. There we go. All right, fam. So that's it for this session. There's much more where this comes from, and I hope you benefited from this, and I hope you learned something and enjoy what you learned today. And there's definitely more where this comes from. So move on to the next tutorial, or take a break, relax, and come back after you go to the show, eat popcorn, and watch Avengers or something like that. All right, until the next time, thank you for watching. I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you when I spin it. Peace, boy.